until I die. Raise the banner, let it fly high through the rain, through the fire. This is my club, my only desire.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, and welcome back to the Fans Perspective podcast. Yes, it has changed. The name has changed. More about that later. But before we start, can somebody check if the Lewis family still have their bank card or has it been stolen? Because Tottenham are actually spending money this summer. For years, Spurs fans have been treating the transfer window like a trip to Tesco with a €5 budget. We'll just have to reduce section, thanks, but suddenly acting like we've won the Euro Millions. The accountants at Hotspur's Way are reportedly in shock. Calculators are overheating, and the Lewis family have apparently discovered that the buy player button actually works. If this keeps going, Spurs fans might actually stop tracking every free agent in Europe and every player with 6 months left in his contract. So buckle up, because because Tottenham are spending money, transfer rumours are flying everywhere, and for the first time in years, the words "here we go" and Tottenham are appearing in the same sentence. Yes. It is quite remarkable that of all 4 clubs, or 5 clubs here, Tottenham have been the most busiest within the transfer window. Have you done with that a year ago? I wouldn't have believed you. And also, to start on that, more breaking news: the Lewis family have injected a further 100 million into Tottenham. Understand the money's working capital, not solely transfer funds, but some will be used in the market. Family following through on their commitment to back the club. 200 million has already been put in already. That's due to a fire sale of art collections that Josh nicked last week. So Josh is in for a good little bit of money as well. More about that later. But good evening. Welcome to the podcast. Yes, it has changed its name. We decided a little bit of a revamp was needed. Really, when you've got 5 teams, you can't call it North London Talks Football. It just doesn't work. So it's now the fans' perspective. So let's enjoy that. Well, joining me tonight, of course, is my usual hit list in Jess, Stacey, and Josh. But joining us, our special guest, being substituted straight in for Nick. Nick, get better soon. It's Brenny. I'm going to start with you. Brenny, welcome to the podcast. And how are you, my friend?
Thank you. Yeah, I'm great. I cannot complain. Life's been good at the moment. I'm not talking from a football perspective. I'm just talking in general. And also, it's been a while, and just glad to be back, glad to be on, and nice to meet these lovely legends here as well. So, big up to yourselves and big up to the chat. Thanks for having me on.
No problem. And Josh as well. Welcome back, man. We've had you on before. You must be happy on Nana on his holidays for another year, so you don't have to see him at Old Trafford. Do you think you can move Old Trafford within a year so he doesn't actually find you on the way back? Is that the plan?
We're not moving it, keeping it. So
there you go. He's going to find you now. Nana's going to find you next year, Josh. I don't know. Well, down below, of course, are the Queens of Liverpool and Leeds, respectively. Of course, we're going to start with Liverpool.
Don't forget, Arsenal.
Arsenal.
Yes. This one is the lady of Liverpool City. But this woman will broadcast watch-alongs, I think, to 2 ants playing football. I'm sure, and she would make it exciting as well. It'll be top-notch watch-along stuff. It is the one and only Jess from JSY Talks Football. Jess, how are you this evening?
I'm good, thank you, dear. How are you?
I'm all right. It's great having you back.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I love having you on. I love this podcast. This is my favourite podcast of the week. And lastly, but not lately, she is the lady of Leeds City. I tried to get Mrs. Brown's boys in there. I don't know if she caught onto it. But
be careful when you heard it, though.
Yeah. She is a bit flip-floppy today because she's not sure if it's Leeds or Arsenal. So this might be the topic of conversation on the podcast. Where's she going to land at the start of the season? Is it going to be the Rose of Yorkshire or the Gunners of South London? Don't know. Who knows? But Stace, how are you this evening?
I'm doing good, Tom. There's only one answer to that question. Only one answer.
Yeah, Celtic. Right, okay.
Celtic. No.
And of course, this podcast is being proudly sponsored by O'Connor Designs. All the information and the link is in below. And please so give that a look. Let's welcome a few people in and we will crack on with the podcast. I want to say big up to Daz. Big up Daz. It says smash the likes, people. It says big up Dermo, Nick, Jess, Stacey, and hope you all is well today. Sweating here. Yeah, I think everyone is sweating just a tad. Big up Dwayne. Sup, folks. He's being cool now. Jess is here, so he's acting cool. He's coming up, not good morning or good afternoon. It's just sup. He's sitting there, can of beer in one hand, something in the other. Just go sup. Anyway, move on, Dermot, before you get yourself banned. Big up to the mom overlord Stacey for a member for 5 months. Thank you so much for your loyalty. And your commitment to the channel. Really appreciate you. Thanks so much. Big up. He's saying hi to Wayne. We've got Wayne saying, yeah, but Irene spending their own money. I'll find out for you. I'll ask the question. I'll send the owl out. Harry Potter's owl is on the corner here. I'll send him to Harry Potter. See what he can come back with. Big up to Jess as well. She's gifted out a membership. Thank you. I actually don't know who that's gone to. So
that one went to James McKeon, 9139, because I've actually got the stream up on my phone, on the TV.
And do you know what? She's not only done one. Bless her, she's done two.
And that one's been hit. Liston Hines, 9103.
Big up, guys. Everyone, please thank Jess. Thank Jess. Thank you so much. You're very kind for doing that. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. Big up, man. Enjoy it. If that's the case, why are you watching me? But hit the like and subscribe. I would appreciate it. It really would mean a lot to me. Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell.
We subscribe to all of us.
Thanks for the interaction. It does well on the algorithm.
Yeah, it does. It does get us out there more. The only thing Anana could find is the back of the net to pick up the ball. Wayne, you're so true. We'll talk about Anana to Josh. Yeah,
no, thank you. No, I don't want to get those flashbacks. No.
PTSD from Onana.
No.
Yeah. And apparently to Wayne, he says, have you put the cameras in my living room? Well, I can't speak for myself, but I think Josh and the rest of them have got special cameras. I'm just saying I haven't. Yeah, just something's happened. I want to start with the World Cup, and the one thing that's really annoying me at the moment is these hydration breaks, and how much for me they are influencing the games at times. And once we get to the knockout, I think they're going to be a bigger influence. I'll start with you, Stace, and I'll work my way around. What's your thoughts on the hydration breaks?
Absolutely irritating. It's like I watch American football. Stop, start, stop, start. Even when it's absolutely hounding it down with rain, they still have a hydration break.
Yeah.
I've got my opinion. It's not anything to do with the players. It's so the Americans can get their advertisements in. That's my personal opinion. So Americans can get their advertisements in.
Yeah. I mean, Jess, is this the way football's going now? That the Americans have finally done something for hundreds of years that nobody else has managed to do. They've actually turned football into an American sport.
But the thing is, like for us here, we just see them at Sandford Grass Ditch, don't we? All the advertisements that are put there, so that's probably why. I don't agree with it because I think it ruins the flow of the football.
Cool, 100%.
It does. You've got, and you can tell as well with certain teams when they played after restart hydration break, it's kind of affected the performance because then it takes another 10 minutes to get them going again. By the time they've got going, it's half time. So I don't particularly like it. It ruins the flow of the game. But they chose to hold it in America, and unfortunately, they're going to make the money as much as they can out of it. I don't like it, but as long as it don't come over to England, which it won't.
Well, I am going to ask a question on that. Josh, what's your opinions on them?
They're just useless. It's more tactical break. But I would get it if it was an actual hydration break, although you don't need it because some of the stadiums in the World Cup have AC rooms. But it's just useless because it's more tactical break because the coaches are actually coming on the pitch. and talking tactics to them. It's all about hydration, not tactic. But it's like timeouts in basketball. It's the same thing.
Yeah, it is a little bit. I agree with you on that. Brenny, sorry. Where's your opinion on it? Sorry, I do apologise.
I'm just as handsome as he is as well. I know. So
I know you are. I'm not saying you're not. If not more.
No, Nick,
sorry, Nick.
Nick's my brother anyway. He like Doddsy. They're my Mitchell brothers when they come on my channel.
Yeah.
So you know what? It's I agree. It does mess up the flow of the game because you could be. You see, what's going to happen is you see Cape Verde. I'll give you an example. Cape Verde, right? They're on the verge of doing something incredible, and they could, beat. I think they're playing. Is it Saudi Arabia? So they can get a win. They could be in the ascendancy. They could have like three, 4 shots, 2 on target, for example, and then all of a sudden it's a hydration break. It's a break, and they're like, because they're on top of their game, and that could give the way to the opposition. They're pushing it. We needed that. So so it may work. It may work for some teams. It may not work for the other, because one team's in the ascendancy, one team isn't. But I think for us fans, I just think it's absolutely dire. In my opinion, it's just dire. It's a waste of time. I mean, we didn't see this in USA '94, did we?
I was going to bring that up. We didn't. And that's the point. And back in USA '94, Ireland played Holland in Florida at midday.
Yeah.
And we played Mexico as well down in Orlando at midday, over 100 degrees heat. There was no water breaks in that.
No.
I agree with the girls then when it is down to money. It is down to financial and these broadcasters wanting more money. When it come over to the Premier League at the start of the season, if we're going through a heat wave, will they then bring it in to the Premier League at the start of the season? And that's open to the floor now.
I hope not.
I hope not, but with the heat we're having like we've had this week so far, I can understand stopping for a break for a quick drink. I get that.
Yeah.
But it's too much in America. It's way too much in America. Was it every 25 minutes or so? They're doing a hydration break?
Yeah.
So what, 90-minute game, give or take. Couple of conversations with the pundits, back onto the pitch again. It's taking twice as long now just to enjoy a flipping game. And it destroys the vibe as well. Because you have, like Jess said, they're taking that break. It's going to take them, 10-15 minutes to... Sorry. 10-15 minutes to get back into the flow of the game again. And it's half time.
What's your name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello.
Over here, really. We only have a couple of days. It's not going to happen here. Because by the time we go again, it'll be back to normal time. Don't worry. You don't have very often. Let's be honest. It is weird. And we already had advertisements too, so I think we'll be all right.
Yeah, I think so too. Big up, Zach. Hope you're doing well, sir. Young man. Hope you're doing well. I mean, Josh, and Brandy, you look at the Americans and the American sports, and of course they do it for advertising. All their sports are in 4 quarters. American football, basketball, baseball, everything is done into short segments. I don't mean to be rude to Americans, right? I really don't mean to. And there's any Americans listening to this, please, I'm not trying to be rude. But is there a sort of concentration span not long enough to do 45 minutes that they're going to have a break? So do you know what I mean? Guys, forget the money, but it's the American psyche that we can only do 20 minutes at a time. I mean, Josh, you're a basketball fan. You have this and basketball. Yeah. So do you get it or?
For me, I could do either. Well, I don't. It must be. I don't know why they do separate. It's more for revenue wise why they do it. 4 quarters, money wise.
Yeah.
Basketball.
Yeah. No, MLS.
MLS.
Hydration breaks in the MLS.
No, not that I'm aware of. No.
No, I
The
don't
only
think
thing
they
I know
do,
about
no.
American is when they do American football,
They
so
don't
they
have
do stop
MLS
start. That's
Cup,
tactical.
they're still playing in them
Yeah.
temperatures, they don't have a break.
Yeah, I'm not aware. I don't know for sure, but I don't think so.
I'll have a look.
I mean, the same as well, Brenny, like in Brazil, South America, and you look at Saudi Arabia, you look at other countries that have really hot climates. They're not doing these hydration breaks.
No, not in
Is
Argentina.
it FIFA being
No.
more greedy for money?
Oh,
In a way.
100% it is. It's all about money nowadays, if anything, isn't it? I
They
mean,
do do it in
you know,
they do it in MLS.
I do.
yeah.
If
They do.
obviously degrees in America, you only do it
Mm.
if the temperature measures 82 degrees or Fahrenheit. Sorry, 82 Fahrenheit,
Right.
degrees Fahrenheit or higher. That's when they do hydration breaks.
Then why
The temperature.
into World Cup then instead of just having a full hydration break? Because not every game's been over the temperature.
Yeah, I was about to say not every game's been over 82. 1 second.
Well, surely the last World Cup was hotter than it is now.
Because it was in Qatar, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And I don't remember the hydration breaks in Qatar.
I don't remember them hydration
they
breaks.
didn't.
No, there wasn't.
Yeah.
And
It
obviously,
wasn't,
it's got the air conditioning, so yeah.
Yeah.
Surely it's going to be hotter in Qatar than it is in America.
Yeah, sure.
Oh yeah, 100.
I'm just checking one of the games tonight to see what temperature's going to be at kickoff. Just need to find out where it's.
I haven't had a look at that yet.
So Philadelphia. Because I can tell you right now, none of these, not all these games have not gone above their 32.
Yeah.
Not a chance. So let's check the temperature for. I think it's what 5 o'clock at their time. Well, could be wrong because right now, currently in Philadelphia, it's 84.
Ooh.
See, that's interesting because Scott lives over there, so he doesn't mind them. He said he couldn't care about the hydration breaks. But up, Scott, I hope you're doing well.
I think you're
And
probably
that's
used to it.
interesting. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, will we get this in 4 years' time? Will we get this in the World Cup when it's in Saudi Arabia? We didn't have them in Qatar.
Saudi Arabia, it's in Spain. Spain, Portugal, Morocco.
Morocco.
No, what have that on
Yeah.
there? What have that?
I doubt it.
I doubt hydration breaks will be.
I mean,
It is just an American rule. By the looks of it.
Yeah.
it's split massively in 2030.
Yeah,
And obviously, the 28th at Euros, it's in England anyway, so it definitely won't be incorporated into the Euros.
yeah. No, I
Yeah.
probably, yeah. I mean, I'd be glad to see the back of it, Brenny, won't you?
Yeah, of course. I mean, 100%. I would. I mean, it's just absolutely ridiculous. I mean, the first one, it was like, wow, you know, it's like you know, you all you go to the pub, watch any of the World Cup games, and then you're telling your mates as well, like, hey, take your hydration break now. Let's go on, get it down here. That's you know what I mean. It's like, no, it's ridiculous. And we were. You know, we mentioned the last World Cup demo as well, where it was blazing hot out there. There was none of that. We talk. I think Korea, Japan probably wasn't as hot as Qatar, but I knew it looked hot out there. And then you had, of course, we mentioned USA '94. I remember Mexico '86, 40 years ago.
Yeah.
That looked really hot out there, really hot.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm
where
playing
you
at
think,
altitude as well, by the way.
yeah, exactly. You know,
Yeah.
yeah. You know what I mean, so it's
It is. It's just FIFA and the Americans trying to make more money. And again, we're not trying to have a pop at you guys. You do what you have to do, but it is ruining the game for the Europeans and the people that love the beautiful game. It is making it a little bit. If it's a hydration break, then have it as a hydration break. But managers are coming. Call it for what it is. It's a tactical timeout. Just call it for what it is. I want to get you guys' thoughts on England coming up to Saturday playing Panama with one game left in the group. Now, I've done a couple of the first two games with you girls and Josh over in JSY Talks Football. And I've not been impressed with England, if I'm being honest. And I can understand your guys' frustrations with them. I'll start with Brenny and I'll work my way around. Brenny, what's your thoughts been on England so far in the World Cup? What's been the biggest sort of sticking point for you with this England performances?
Well, I mean, the fact that one thing I will say was that I thought we defended better on Tuesday, because there were times where, I mean, Ghana were hitting us on the break, and there was some scary moments. I thought it was an improvement defensively from Croatia, because I thought Croatia could have scored more than two, but that second half we I felt we wanted it more. It's just too cool selections at times. It doesn't always get it right for me. And I was thinking, okay, Harry Kane. Who play either side of Harry Kane? I'm sorry, but for me, and Bobby, I know you're my pop brother, and I love you, mate. But he's a big Anthony Gordon fan, whereas I'm not. And I wouldn't have Gordon and Madueke on either side of Harry Kane. I'm sorry. I just wouldn't, and I just don't. For me, they don't. They're not having any effect on the game. And if they start again on Panama on Saturday, which is arguably the weakest team in the group, and they have Mares again, I'm going to be like Tuchel. I know we're going to get through this here, but you have to replace them. I don't care if it's Marcus Rashford, Morgan Rogers, Bukayo Saka, anybody. For me, and I look at Anderson and Rice, and I'm thinking, can those two play together? I don't know. Maybe Jude Bellingham can drop deeper into the 8 and have a Morgan Rogers or an Eze in the 10. You know what I mean? Morgan Rogers I love. Eze, for me, he does it at times where he loses the ball and he can be very careless at times, but going forward he's devastating. So
yeah,
I think they got the back four right. I think Jordan Pickford, for me, out of the three keepers, I know they're saying, oh yeah, Henderson, but for me, Pickford remains where he is. We have to improve on Saturday. We have to improve performance-wise. Going in with confidence into the last 32. But yeah, it was one of those typical England performances where in a World Cup, European Championship, they always tend to have that draw. But you have to have better players either side of what we got now to support Harry Kane.
Yeah. No, I agree, Josh. I mean, you're the tactics guy. You're the guy everyone looks to when it comes to tactics at halftime, and you were very good in your your opinion on the England game and what you would do tactically. Where do you think Tuchel's gone wrong tactically for England, do you think? If you go from the first game to the Ghana game, but especially with Panama coming up, how would you tactically set up England on Saturday to go out and get the win that you should get?
I'll go attacking. We need. I personally think we need Panama. Probably realistically, is going to set up another low block like Ghana did. We need to find a way how to beat that blow block. Like whatever team selections or stuff like that, or subs, if changing it if it's not working. We need to be better tactically to get through that block. That low block, because they're going to put every player behind the ball realistically, like Ghana did. So we just need to find a way to get through that and create more space earlier than we did against Ghana, because that was our hindrance.
So how would you do that?
Those subs.
Yeah, how would you do that? Would you start a Rashford? Would you drop a Reece James? How would you do that? If you were Tuchel, how would you tactically set up England? Who would you drop in? Who? If you could give us starting 11, if you were Tuchel, who would you pick? I can go
I'll
back
probably
to you
go-
if you want to think about it.
I'd probably go Pickford and goal.
Yeah.
Gay Konza, because Konza and Stones don't work.
Mm.
Go probably Jed Spencer at the right, because we changed with Bath last game. Nico Riley. Probably Anderson,
Mm.
Rice, Bellingham, Rashford, Saka, Kane. We need runners. We can't start guard with goals in again. We need runners either side of Kane, and Rashford will do that. Get him behind.
Mm.
That's what we need. Saka's not really a runner. He's more good technically, but we don't have that type of player that we have on the Rashford on the left wing like Rashford.
I think you make good points. I mean, Stacey and Jess, I mean, this one's for both of you, so you can both have this together. Bellingham, for me, has been a massive letdown. I think he was a massive letdown in the last major tournament. And again, he's a letdown in this tournament.
Yeah.
What is it with Bellingham and Kane that they can't play together? What is it a bit like going back to the day of Gerrard and Lampard, where they couldn't play together in midfield? Has Tuchel got the balls to say, right, I'm sorry, I'm dropping one of you and I'm trying something different? A bit like what Bobby Robson did in Italian 90 by going from a back four to a sweeper system after the Ireland game. I mean, girls, I mean, you could this one together. Do you think he has the balls to drop Bellingham? And is Bellingham the only problem you've got?
No, not just Bellingham, but I've already made my feelings very clear that I do not believe Bellingham should have been picked for the England team. I made that very clear. That was one pick I was...
Well, in his first game. He got man at match in second game.
He got man at match in the second game. He's done well. I think he's not doing too bad.
You just contradicted.
I was kicking off about him being in the team. But he's not the... For me, he's not the only issue in the England team.
Can't pin it all on Bellingham.
For me, honestly, Gordon's not been playing too great. James, for me personally, not been playing great either. I think he needs to switch it up a little bit with his starting. Maybe have Bellingham on the bench and come on, as a sub. But I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think he's got the balls to change it. If he does change it, I'll be surprised.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mean that I'm picking on Bellingham, but he is probably the biggest player in that squad, apart from Harry Kane. I agree with you, Anthony Gordon. I think hasn't played well at all. And I'm surprised he got his move to Barcelona, by the way. I think Newcastle must be laughing all the way to the bank after that one. I mean, Jess, if you were Tuchel, what would you do on Saturday? If you were in that dressing room, what would you be telling them players on Saturday?
I'd take Rich James out of that equation. Put Spencer to right back.
Spencer's had a good game.
I don't think Bellingham actually you actually watch his work rate defensively as well. It's actually played really well for me, I can't lie. He's a man at match of a day, but they had to give it to somebody, didn't they, to be fair? And he even went on Martin said, I don't deserve this. Not many players will say that, to be fair.
Yeah, that is true.
That is true.
For England. I actually ain't got an issue with Bellingham. I just think on the wide front, that's where the issue is for me. I think that needs changing that a little bit. Because Harry Kane's a brilliant striker, but if nobody's giving him, he's got nothing to feed on. And even as 4 goals, is it? And I just think the two, what we've got, Madueke and Gordon, do the changing round a little bit.
Do you think, just on that, Jesse, you make a very good point about Bellingham, but do you think his Real Madrid year has sort of tarnished him a little bit?
As he had a great season, but Real Madrid in general had a good season. I Bellingham, I think he's very, very good.
I think he's done better for England than he has done for Madrid.
Yeah.
In my honest opinion, I think he's done better for England than he has Madrid. That was my issue when he first got picked, because I didn't think he had a good season at Madrid.
But now
he's proved me wrong by showing he clearly does have a place in the England team.
But I still think he's done very well for England in the two.
Yeah, that's the point. That was my issue with him being picked. he hadn't had a great season at Madrid, but he's proved me wrong by playing freaking great for England.
Bro, as Reece
That's
James
true.
for Chelsea, you know.
Nope.
It's not just Bellingham. You can't just say that about Bellingham.
Yeah.
No, it isn't just bad.
Reece James is.
John Stones again for me. No, he hasn't played a lot of
He shouldn't have been picked
Oh,
anyway. Shouldn't have been picked anyways.
I agree, Stone
football.
should not be
Say
picked.
that, but it's not just him that's been picked. That's not a great season. It's tough neither.
How many games did Stone play? Was it 3?
I've been picked.
It's like 8.
He's for Chelsea. No, he didn't get picked.
Could have
So I
picked some.
don't think it's that.
I'm going to
that
say
8?
this now, and I think Jess would agree with me. At Rio, Liverpool, he should have been picked. That game he played in the
Yeah.
friendlies was mwah. Why he was not picked, I don't know.
Mm.
Is Engel Mower, Jess?
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, you never want him that first like little game, but to get his first cap at 17, it's amazing. I mean, it's a great experience going into Liverpool for this season.
Him, I reckon he should have picked him.
How about you say that, Tony? Why should Tony have gone to World Cup then?
Agreed. What, Tony?
Yeah, that is a good point, actually.
Yeah.
But he's not.
I mean,
at all. So what's the point?
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Brenny, the girls do make a very good point, don't they, about players like Ivan Toney and Reece James, and Rio should have gone. And that young Liverpool player, he's absolutely exceptional. Anytime I've seen him, he's been brilliant. If you look at Saka, Josh did make the point. Saka's not your traditional winger.
No.
Declan Rice. Look, we had the controversy of the player, ex-Arsenal player on the game at the weekend. Jed Spence didn't shake his hand. Look,
Yeah.
should he be there? Should not be there? That's down not us to decide. Everyone is innocent and proven guilty until the trial,
Exactly.
you know, and we don't really want to get into that sort of side of it.
No.
But as an Arsenal fan, I'd be very interested. How did you feel with, because Rio Ferdinand has called out Jed Spence for it, for not shaking his hand, and they got Declan Rice hugging him. How do you feel as an Arsenal fan with all that, Brandy?
Well, you see, for me, if he didn't want to shake his hand, to be honest, I would have done. You don't have to like the man, but you know what I mean. And like you say, he's not been found guilty yet. I mean, to be honest, if he's found guilty, he's not going to be playing football again. So for me, I would have just shaken his hand, just move on. You don't have to say, "Hey Thomas, how's it going? You all right? Yeah, how you doing since you left Arsenal?" You don't have to have a big conversation about it, but just be professional. I get it. You know what I mean? I mean, when John Terry wanted to shake Wayne Bridges' hand all them years ago, I totally get that, because that was direct at Wayne Bridge. But I would understand Jed Spence if Partey had said something to Jed Spence or did something to him. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, and you know, we just carry on. But one thing can I just say as well, and ladies make great points. Just to add to what you all said with regards to Ivan Toney, right? I would have taken Danny Welbeck, because he was, forget his age, he was bang on form.
We said that.
We
Jess.
yeah.
We said that. Where's
Brilliant.
Welbeck?
Well, I
The
would have
cracking
taken him.
season,
I
where
would
is
have taken him. Yeah.
I think a lot of people have questioned that team selection. I know me and Jess have questioned it, haven't we? The team selection we have questioned. I get Kane obviously has a right to be, because he's hot. His
Oh, God, yeah,
season may have
he's-
been freaking
he's-
amazing.
Yeah, he's world class.
Yeah. And then there's a few more like, like we said, Stones. I don't believe he should be there. He's out of
Yeah,
players.
he shouldn't be. He shouldn't be.
No.
He shouldn't be.
Ivan Toney, has he actually started or even played at all in the World Cup?
No.
He's played
No.
behind goals for him.
I don't think we'll see him.
There we go.
He hasn't come on at all.
Off.
Wasn't even as thingy at Aston Villa, Ollie Watkins.
I think, do you know what, ladies? I think we'll see Ollie Watkins more than. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah,
I think we'll see Ollie Watkins more than Tony in this World Cup.
Yeah, you might be right. Right, score predictions for Saturday. Brenny, what's your score prediction Saturday?
I was thinking of Italian United, because one of my workmates asked about this today, and I said it would be 1-0. It'd just be like Egypt in 1990, where you thought, oh yeah, we'll go through and we'll beat them 3-0, and it was a very tough 1-0 win. So I think again it'll be a 1-0 win, and I still don't think we'll get the selection right this weekend. But I still think we'll win and go through as group winners.
I get Josh's in a minute. Stace, what are you going for Saturday?
I think I've gone 2-1 England. I don't think it's going to be a clean sweep. Because I don't think any game at this moment in time, bar a few, have actually been a clean sweep. We've had plenty of draws. One cheeky 1-0ers. So I've gone 2-1 to England.
Jess, where's your gut leading you on Saturday?
I've done 2-0 to England.
Now, we do know, Jess, that it can play out that England could be playing Mexico, I think, in the round of 16 or the round 32. I haven't looked it up recently.
16.
Do you think playing at
16.
altitude, round of 16, do you think if England do get to Mexico and playing at altitude, do you think that would really disadvantage England?
Well, yeah, because Mexico are at their own stadium as well.
Good question.
Yeah. It probably will do, to be fair, Dermo. I think it's 8,000 thing over sea level, so it'll be hard for them. It'll be a tough game. Mexico are on their own stomping ground as well, so they'll have the fans there as well. But England have got to get through this. They knew they were playing in America, so they'll have to adapt to it and play for it. If they're serious about winning it, they've got to put our butts in front of you. If not,
That is true. Scotland, well, you saw the games last night. We know what happened. We know the results. We know. I want to get your point, guys, on the manager and his sort of response. I read it this morning. We're going home. I work my way around again, if that's okay, Brenny. I'll start with the girls and I'll work my way
Yeah,
around.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Ouch.
Jess,
Wow.
yeah. Jess, where are you with Scotland manager saying that? You're still in the chance of going in to the round of 32. If you were a Scottish player and you're hearing your manager saying that, how would that make you feel? If you're an Andy Robinson or McGinn or somebody like that.
Andy Robertson said it. No, it's tough. You could see the reaction when they finished the game. Put on the hands and knees. No, if it had been 2-0, they'd have had more chance of going through because they conceded one. So his manager would have to be talking facts, to be fair, Dermo. He just said it as it is. People don't like it, that's fine, but what's the point of sugarcoating? Say, actually, yeah, we'll go through, because it's very unlikely that Scotland will go through now. They need a massive swing in favours in rest of the game. So, to be honest with you, man, I like to hear it, but what's the point of sugarcoating it and saying, well, actually, no, still in with a chance. It's a very slim chance. And not just him that said it, John McGinn said it, Andy Robertson said it after the game. Talking facts.
Yeah. I mean, Jess, if you look at Scotland, Stace, if you look at Scotland overall, they haven't really helped themselves, have they? They got that win against Haiti, which, to be fair, they should have won more than one. The Morocco game, they could have got a draw out of that, and then 4 points does see you through. And Brazil's Brazil. They've never beaten Brazil. The only decent result they got out of Brazil was from the 1974 World Cup with the June 0-0. They lost 4-1 in 82. They lost, I think, 2-0 or 2-1 in Italy in 90. And they lost 3-1 in France 98 in the opening game. So their record against Brazil hasn't been great. I saw the goals this morning on the highlights. 2 of them were gifted, and 1 was just Brazil. From a Brazilian point of view, were you disappointed that Brazil didn't go for the jugular early? Or do you think Scotland were the sort of, they did the downfall themselves? What was your sort of outcome
I only
taking
saw
out the game?
because Jess covered that game. It's what I saw. I didn't think Scotland played that very well. No.
Yeah.
Because I was conscious, but I both going, I don't think Scotland played very well. Like you said, the first 2 goals were gifted. Judging by Jess's reaction, they weren't playing that great. There were quite a few.
Can't play out from back with Scotland, and that's what they tried to do. And unfortunately, you see with first goal, second one he got album because the rescinded it. But Scotland tried to play out from back as well, and they can't do that. They've been better going long.
I think I covered Switzerland. I covered the Switzerland game. I think it was.
I'm going to get on to the Swiss game actually, and the games yesterday. But Jess, on Brazil itself, because you covered the game and a brilliant commentary, by the way, brilliant watch along. You covered it. I was watching you last night. Absolutely kept me on the edge of my seat from minute 1 to minute 95. So thank you so much for guiding me through that last night. Do you think Brazil, if you look at the first 2 games to last night, as I said, I saw the highlights, so you saw the whole game. Do you think this Brazil is warming up to this World Cup after the first 2 games now? Do you think they could be a contender for the championship?
Could be a contender. Anybody could be a contender because let's be honest, not any team's really set it alight. It'll start knockout start. To be honest with you, Scotland were a bit of their own downfall yesterday, so it wasn't exactly a great performance, but they did what they had to do. Did Brazil? They did 3-0. That'll do them.
Not really.
Are Brazil beatable? Of course.
Yeah.
The teams that they used to be back in day, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they've got a few. I think the Mares has had a very good tournament for Brazil, to be fair. I think he's got 3 assists already. He's looked solid. He's looked really good for Brazil. But time will tell what in the game.
It will.
Yeah.
It will.
There.
They're not the Brazil of old, are they? To be fair, they're not the Brazil of the 80s or the 90s.
Or Carlos, Ronaldinho.
Even the 70s.
Yeah. Hello. Josh is just dropped off. Do apologise. He's found Onana at his house, trying to say, "I don't want to go. I want to stay at United." And Josh is personally driving him to the
Not like
airport.
Onana. Like him at all.
He's gone to Josh. Please let me stay, sir. No, I'm
Josh
going.
is gonna
We're going
do
to
the,
the airport.
Did it?
Exorcism style to keep him away.
Yeah, I'm taking Dad. Can you take me to the airport? I have to take this fella. He's going away. Branny, look, you and me. These girls are youngsters, so they don't know. They're the young ones.
Don't say that.
They're-
Not me anyway.
I'm nearly 40.
I'm nearly 40. Come on now.
Yeah, me,
Well,
me and Brenny
youngster.
Yeah, youngsters. Me and Brenny are taken out of cold storage every week to do podcasts and do shows.
Yeah,
And then
exactly.
after
Yeah,
we
yeah.
got put back into the freezer again. We get
That's
frozen
right.
up and then we're let out every day. Look, we
Exactly.
can remember the squad of the 82 World Cup, Zico's and Socrates and all that side of 82, 86 side, the 90
Alamal,
side of
Falcao, all
Baraka.
their players. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of
And
course,
then
yeah.
you go as you go to the 90 side with Ronaldo, the original R9 and Dongo and all them teams of 94 and then so on and so on. We grew up on Brazil being Brazil. Do you think, and it was a good point because I watched a documentary the other night about it, that the Brazilian FA decided we have to go to a European because we can't beat European sides in the quarterfinals. But has that taken something away from Brazil? If you know what I
of
mean.
course it
From the
has.
Brazil we grew up watching.
Yeah, it has. And you know what? I feel strong about this because from when I was a kid, it was from my families, my mom's side family, dad's side family from the 50s, loved Brazil. You know what I mean? It was all about the struggles back in the day because Irish people went through it as well. I'm not going to get too political, but basically with regards to the football, my family's had heroes, and Garrincha and Pele were the biggest heroes. And it's like since those players came to prominence and helped Brazil win 3 out of 4 World Cups, and then it just got to a point where they kept producing these incredible players. Now, what you're seeing is European-based Brazilians who play in the Premier League or play in La Liga, play in the Italian leagues, play in all the other leagues. But for me, they're not working as hard. I love Ancelotti. I rate him very highly. As a player, he was great. Manager, fantastic. But I think what he needs to do is that he needs to go back to basics with the Brazilian leagues. I haven't watched Brazilian football like I used to, but he needs to really go back and go there. And if he wants, to look for the next Copa America, because I don't think they'll win this World Cup, by the way. He needs to, stop with these prima donna Brazilians because he's got a few prima donnas in that squad. He really has. And get the Brazilians like how it was back in the day when they were winning World Cups. The majority of their squad were playing in the Brazilian leagues. They were hardworking street footballers. You know what I mean? And I think money as well. But look, you get players who earn so much. You get some of them that treat the game as if they're just kicking the ball around the park and having fun. And then you got others who don't work as hard. So yeah, Dermo. It's like I just feel from a playing side of it, they should never have lost their values or how they play the game. And and to be honest, when European sides have beaten them over the years, have you noticed it's not very often in hot climates where European sides have beaten them, with the exception of Germany in their own backyard. But I know France won on penalties in Mexico '86, but Brazil should have won that game, even though it was a great game.
Should have done.
And you know what I mean. And also in South Africa where they lost to the Dutch, but you know what I mean. So they should have just stayed true to their values. And I'm sure if they had done they probably would have had a 6th World Cup by now.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, Jess and then Stacey, we'll get last on this, and then we'll move on to transfers and Premier League and what our clubs have done already. I'm trying not to look too smug.
Yeah.
I don't think you could ever
face.
be.
I mean, Jess, there isn't the big stars in this World Cup like there was over the years. Like you had the R9s, you had the Platinis, you had the Maradonas, you had like Scalacci, and you had the Zigos and all. You look forward to the World Cup and you go, I'm going to see that player, that player, that player, and that player, because you wouldn't see them for 4 years. Well, now there's so much football on TV, we're seeing them mostly every week, and especially in the Premier League. Do you think the World Cup has lost its sort of sparkle with USA, Canada, and Mexico 26? Is it just another tournament to you, or is it still the World Cup?
No, I look forward to the World Cup, but I can't lie.
Yeah.
It's 4 years, and I love watching teams like Cape Verde do well. Norway have done really well. I really do enjoy the World Cup, I can't lie. I think the struggle with it this year is because of the time difference. I think that's what because some games 3, some games are at 5 in the morning, and it's difficult for you to get all them games in. And even over when it gets to knockout phases, it's quite irregular times. So I think I've more or less covered every game here, but it is tough. 3, 1, 6, 5. Crazy. I think that's why it's a little bit more difficult this World Cup because of the time difference, especially over here in the UK.
Yeah, it is. Just one more topic on this, and then we are going to move over to transfers, and that is Ronaldo and Messi. The big debate. Just is a yes or no. It doesn't have to be long on this. I'll start with you, Stace. I mean, Ronaldo, we saw Messi the other night. He's been started blind date. You see Ronaldo walking around like he's got a chip in his shoulder. Who is the best? I know we're all going to probably say Messi, but from the whole careers, who do you think's been the better player? Not
Messi.
Just now, but
Messi.
Right.
Messi. Look, Ronaldo, great. I'm not going to deny Ronaldo's skill. He's a great footballer. Both players are skilled on the pitch. There's no denying that. For me, it's just more than play on the pitch. It's how they behave on the pitch. And, for me, Ronaldo believes his own hype and the ego shows on that pitch. That's why, for me, Messi is the GOAT, because he plays well. And even when he scores, he doesn't go over the top with his celebrations. And we covered the game the other day. I'm back. Just that alone infuriated me, because you're playing as Uzbekistan. He's back on form. I think that's what he was implying.
I was hoping the alien invasion would have taken him away last night. I didn't read anything. You told me on the earlier game before the power went funny, there was going to be an alien invasion.
Yeah, Psychic turned around and said that there was going to be an alien UFO hovering over the pitch at Scotland Haiti game, and they were going to Scotland Brazil game, sorry, and they were going to take some players.
Could have not taken Ronaldo and just got it over and done with. To be fair,
no, Messi's a goal for me. It always will be.
Yeah. Look, I've got to just quickly pop out, starting on the stream, then I will be back. So I'm going to leave you this to debate it yourselves. Just to start with you. No, I will be back. I will be back. I'm not back, but I will be back.
Pat timer.
You got time and a half. Jess, I'm going to start with you. Out of all the World Cups you've seen, who for you has been the greatest player you have ever seen in all the World Cups you have watched? I want to know who that player is and your reason why. And I will be back in 2 minutes.
That's an easy one for me.
Well, you go first. I'll let you.
You go first then.
I like difficult questions. See, I knew this might take time by putting this one in. I actually got it in my PDFs next to me, my line of questionings, and I knew that topic was coming in. So I thought I can pop off. That'll take him a while. Right, go on.
Well, I've seen him. He's come across. Well, I think he was in 5 World Cups, but I just know him from 4 World Cups, and it's Diego Maradona. Diego Maradona for me is one of the Diego Maradona from. I mean, I'm almost 52, so watching Diego Maradona, it was always a thing where it was Diego Maradona and Pele, the greatest players ever. For a lot of people they say it's Pele, others they say it's Maradona. For me, from what I've seen, it's Pele, but Diego Maradona, for me, since I've been alive, is the greatest footballer I've ever seen. And he's the one person I wish I'd seen live. I know there's going to be people who say, oh, no, he's not, because of the hand of God and all of that. But you know what? We know about the hand of God. We know what happened. But you cannot deny what else he has done in his career, not just for Argentina, but for Boca Juniors. He played, I know he was at Barcelona for a short while. Napoli is where he was loved. The guy was an absolute genius, world-class footballer. And you know what they say? When they go on about GA all the time, when you talk about the players from yesteryear compared to the players in the last few years, and they say, well, his goals and assists now is better than Maradona, better than such and such. What people got to take in, exactly. But what people got, the context they got, they got to look at here when you put it in that is. For me, attacking players, midfielders were stronger, better, more skillful, had a lot more flair than a lot of the players you see today. And also, defensively, for those world-class players, like Maradona and others, they were a lot harder to break down compared to the defenses of today. We still talk about world-class defenders, not just in the old First Division Premier League top flight. I'm talking around the world. So for me, Diego Maradona is, and he won it once.
Nice.
You always get great players there. So Diego Maradona for me.
Right, who's next?
Yes.
Cafu for me, best right back I've ever seen play football. And Messi.
Yeah.
I've got Cafu and Messi. I can't lie. Messi's just a class above the rest, isn't he?
He's up there, is Messi. I can't disagree with that one.
Right back I've ever seen play football. Extraordinary play.
For me,
if I had to say second, it would be Ronaldo. R9. If I had to say second one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stay.
Don't just scared the shit out of me.
For anyone listening to this podcast, wherever you are, that were dogs barking. That was the sound effect. Just to make Brenny jump.
I didn't jump.
Ronaldinho for me.
Oh, that's
Oh
not a
yeah.
bad shout.
Oh, what a player! What a player!
I know his career started probably before I was born, but from what I saw, I always enjoyed watching him play. Even watching clips back now, he was just he was such a class player. Him for me, Ronaldinho.
We get to watch him soon again because he's back out.
Yeah, I've just seen
Yes.
he's back. I'm buzzing for that.
We can watch this City C this season and enjoy watching him. We'll cover those games.
I love Ronaldinho. He was just up there for me. Maradona's not far behind for me. Before my time, like you were saying, the hand of God thing. Yeah, everyone knows that, but that shouldn't take away from the quality of player that he was.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the thing is, right? The game back then so different to what it is now.
Yeah.
The games back then were
Yeah.
brutal. They were nice pussyfooting and rolling around that pitch like, you know what I mean?
Oh, there was
Back
none
then
of that.
were brutal. They took some knocks and stuff. Did the players back then? That's why I think players back then are up there compared to players that we've got now. Messi, I agree, he's up there. Messi's on that podium for me. But players back then were built differently. They could take some battering.
Punishment.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why. But Maradona's a close second for me. So, you know, younger generation, shall I say? But yeah, he were a class as well. But for me, Ronaldinho.
For me, I'm always going to say Diego Maradona because I grew up with him and he was my first sort of superhero player. Forget the personal side, forget what he done in the background. It's what he done on the pitch for me.
Exactly.
I know everyone complains about the hand of God, but if you look at the second goal, it's probably one of the greatest goals you'll ever likely to see.
Yeah.
But I was lucky growing up because I had players like Maradona, I had Platini in his prime playing back in them days. As Kevin says, Paolo Rossi as well. Scalacci, Glenn Hoddle. I mean, if Glenn Hoddle was in any other national team, he would have got over 100 caps. And Platini said that about him.
120%.
Look, if I'm going to pick one, and I'm going to be outfield here, I'm probably going to pick a player called Lothar Matthäus for Germany.
Oh, yeah.
Because he was the driving force behind that German side that was successful in reaching the 90. He played in 86. He played in 88. He played in 90 and 94. He was the driving force. He was the Franz Beckenbauer of the German sides. And that, for me, would be my probably favourite World Cup player because it's easy. You're likely to go for an R9 or a Maradona or a Cafu or players like that who had skill and that had everything about them. But Lothar Matthäus was that engine in your midfield. He was the general. He was the one you would have to follow. So for me, Matthäus, I mean, he doesn't get enough credit than he deserves. Paulo Russell for Kevin. Wayne is saying the man above. He's his favourite player of all time. I've never seen him play, to be fair, Wayne, but I don't know who he played for. Can you let me know what his sort of stats were? Was JC very good up front? Was he a good midfielder? Was he a defender? We've got Ronaldinho. We've got Messi every day of the week. And then we've got, who else did? I'd love to see Romario. Romario's another player as well, 94. Right, guys, we're going to finish off the podcast. Now we're going to go into transfers. The Premier League is back. So what we're going to do, I had to do this alphabetically. So I'm last, as always. Never mind. We are going to start with Arsenal. So very quickly, we're going to do Arsenal. We're going to do Arsenal. We're going to do Leeds. We're going to do Liverpool. And then we're going to do, we were going to do Man United for Josh, but I'll leave that out. And then we're going to do Tottenham Hotspur. Right. Leeds. A lot of players out. Your volleyball in, handicap in, transfer.
Did you just say Leeds?
Yeah, I did say Leeds.
Still Dermo.
In Capia.
Okay. Well, you can talk about this as well, then, Stace. So this is your other club. So,
well, no, did you just say Leeds? It clearly says Arsenal at the top there.
Yeah. No, you can combine two stones for one. So start with you, Arsenal fan. Brenny, a lot of players released there. I take it they're all youngsters.
Yeah, it looks like
What are you
Yeah, few of them
expecting
are.
from Arsenal? What are you expecting from Arsenal this summer? I do know from Bobby, from listening to Bobby, that Morgan Rogers and Bocconi's coming in. Any more expected?
Bradley could be a possibility as well.
Shut up.
Yes, and yeah, I think your dog's in disagreement there, but
Yeah, he
but yeah.
disagreed with you there, Freddie.
About Bradley. Yeah, he's been watching Morocco in the World Cup, bless. So yeah, but I looked at I just we do need I mean, we do need some, obviously something on improvement on the left hand side. Yeah, those players were just mentioned. I think they'll come in. It's not so much coming in. It's the ones who've gone out. I was disappointed that Josh Nichols was released because I thought he's a very good right back, and he did well. Was it not last season? I think it was not season just gone. I think it was the season before. He made a really good impression in an American tour. He did really well, and I thought, okay, maybe we'll get some League Cup games. But don't care what anyone says. Arteta's not the biggest fan of youngsters. He's not your George Graham, your Arsene Wenger, who always looked at the youth and cared more about the youth than the current manager right now, in my opinion. So I was disappointed that he's gone. Alexei Rogers, Fedorchenko. From what I've seen of him, he wasn't a bad keeper. He was never going to get. Raya's spot or current number 2 Kepa. But I always thought he could be the number 3. Will Lanning Sweet, Samuel on their catch and a Kachukwu. I didn't really see much. I didn't really see a lot of those players. Cameron Ishmael, he wasn't a bad back, but we're doing all right with the left backs at the moment. I understand why he was released. Yeah. Seb Ferdinand, midfielder. I thought he was a DM, I think. Yeah. So and Harrison Dudziak, I'd seen him play a few times in the reserve, but I'm a big advocate for the youth. I've always cared. I always love seeing academy players, get through. Ever since I've been a fan, and it's never nice when you see promising youngsters leave. If there are youngsters that are not good enough, then fair enough and fair play to the management. But Carl Hein is out Werder Bremen. So 2 keepers have left there, and I would have kept Alexei, but is what it is. But I'm happy that Hincapié we already knew about from Bobby months ago. We already knew that was a done deal. Kyrgios, wish him all the best. He wasn't bad, but he wasn't great. And I just want us, not just when we won the league, but I just want us to get some, not say crowd pleasers, but just want some. I don't want players just to come in to fit this system, which I don't like. I just want us to get in the quality players that can help us not just get over the line in the league, but in other cup competitions as well. So
that makes sense.
We'll wait and see. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense. And of course, when the season comes near, we'll get together and talk more about the season coming up. Stacey, just very quickly on Arsenal, because I know your husband's an Arsenal fan. Has he been happy with the business that you could be doing, like we're getting a Rodgers and a Bocconi in, and like getting a handicap? Has he been happy with that, or what does he want going forward? What does he want to see?
To be honest, we don't really discuss transfers. To be honest, he's happy with Hincapié staying because he were decent enough. Apart from the old flash we got on during that game, thankfully it was the other way because there would have been a bit of it for Sky Sports because they did go back a few times in slow-mo. So you just got Hincapié booty in slow motion. To be honest, we haven't really discussed transfers as yet. He likes to poke and prod about Leeds more than anything else when it comes to transfers.
talk about Leeds. Let's go on to Leeds. You've got 2 players in. I think 3 now.
Byram's still not being released, by the way.
Okay, so Byram's still.
They're discussing, as far as we're aware, when they release the retained list.
Yeah.
Melly is definitely gone. We know that.
Yeah.
But they were still discussing a contract with Byram.
Well, this
So he's a question mark at the moment.
Yeah, I did get this off the Premier League website, so so there is a question mark that you did buy a player in the other day, Wilson, I think it is. You seem to be very happy about it. You and Jess were both
we're very happy.
Pleased. What do you want to see from the Leeds hierarchy in this window that gives you some belief that you can move on for what you did last season? Which I think last season, if you look at it in an honest opinion, he done the job he set out to you to do. Keep you in the Premier League, make you stabilise you, and then go for it this year. Do you think with the rules that have changed with FFP that Leeds have a bit more wiggle room to go and push on for a Conference League or a top half finish in the league? Do you think that's possible this year?
I think, personally, us trying to get up top of the league is too much pressure on us right now.
Yeah.
We will not survive, if I'm honest, top tier table at this moment in time. We need to be a more stabilised team in the Premier League before we even think about aiming up for, top of the table, Europe. For me, we are not ready for that kind of thing. That's too much pressure on us.
Yeah, that's fair.
Just stay up.
That's fair.
I think, like Jesse said, for us, me and Jesse were just like, stay up.
Yeah.
I think me personally, a few seasons in the Premier League, then maybe go for for Europe, top end of the table. Right now, we just need to stay in the Premier League for more than 3 seasons, and then maybe go for the big guns.
So just really back the manager, back him with some good players in this window, and then see how the season goes.
Wilson's a good start. I am surprised that I said this to Jess. I didn't think Wilson would sign for Leeds, especially with Villa and Everton also interested in him. Villa, prime example, they've got Europe. For me, that would be a nipple for, but no, apparently he wants Leeds United, so I was quite surprised at that.
I mean, Jess, I think you make some very good points, Stacey, there about Leeds and how you want to see it. And it's very refreshing to hear that from fans, because fans can be very much, oh, I want us to do this, that's a very level-headed sort of approach to take to the season, which I think is great to hear. Jess, just for you, I know you have your hat sort of in the Leeds ring as well. What do you want to see? Are you on board with Stacey's sort of approach of the way she's thinking, or are you slightly a little bit different in where you want to see things going this season and next season for Leeds?
Yeah, as long as we stay up, I'm pretty happy. If we can improve on 14, I'm happy, but I'm not delusional, maybe. We're not going to get into Europe at all. But as long as we stay up, bring a couple more players in, I'm okay.
Yeah. And I think getting Wilson in is a great buy for you guys. I really do think it's a great buy.
We said this with our Jess, because obviously we'll just come back up again. Even if we finish in 17th and stayed Premier League by the skin of our teeth, me and Jess would be happy because we stay in the Premier League, which is what we wanted. We weren't expecting any, when we got promoted, we were seeing our next one, we just, we're going to go for Europe, we're going to go top. Really? You really want to put that much pressure on a newly promoted side? First of all, we didn't have the money, really, to have that kind of team that could push for Europe. We only had a small
that's
amount.
a good point.
We went in for freeze. DCL. Was it Etcher? Was he free as well, Jess? 2 freebies. We didn't spend that much. We had 110 million I think we had to spend, and we spent that. Our owner Taran says he was not going to risk going over the spend limit, and he just went to the spend limit, and that was it. That's why the back end, before we started this season, I keep saying this season, but you know what I mean. Yeah. We were gun-hoing for Wilson as a loan because we could not afford to buy him. Yeah. That was the plain and simple. I think Jess stated it. He was on the tarmac, ready to come to Leeds United on a loan deal. Fulham pulled it. I don't know if that was it you that said that, Jess?
No, they were going to get him in a permanent deal, but because they couldn't get their replacement in, they couldn't do it.
Fulham pulled it.
It worked out better for Leeds anyway. 'Cause we got
Yeah, and now we can actually get him in because I think I don't know how it works with spending because football knowledge isn't the greatest, but I think we got 144.4 million for place finishing 14th. Now, does that go into our spending or does it go elsewhere? But I know
I would say half of it would go into your spending. I would say half of it would, at least.
Because I don't know
And
how
also,
much we've got to spend this season. I really don't.
And also, there is a bit of a loophole in FFP. Teams can spend a bit more without getting into trouble as well. So I think it's going to be very interesting to see the likes of Leeds and teams in that lower part of the league, how they're going to do. Jess, we're going to go across.
We'll go till July.
No, we won't.
Buying players till July.
Yeah,
So
that's when the new financial year starts, isn't it?
Yeah.
The 1st of
And
July.
49ers tend to keep things close to their chest.
Yeah.
So
No,
when
it's
it comes
going to
hear
be
rumours,
interesting.
shut up.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Jess, your beloved Liverpool, a few players out, a lot of players out, only one player in. New manager as well, new regime at Liverpool. Mo Salah's left. What are you expecting from Liverpool this window, Jess? And where do you think they really need to strengthen this summer?
Play Salah, which is looking like Dave Monday as it stands. Andrew Robertson, we've got Kirkers, and they'll just bring Greek scouts back in for backup to win. Kanate, I'm glad he went, to be quite honest with you. I think he's got a lot of mistakes in him. I can't lie, he didn't have a very good season for Liverpool last season, in my opinion. He may do better out at Real Madrid, but he wanted a lot of money. He wanted something like, they give him 350,000. Not prepared to offer him that. We offered him 300 he didn't stay. So we've got Jack Wett in there as well, so that's fine. Reece Williams never got really sniff at Liverpool. He'll do well at a championship team. Salah hasn't signed anywhere yet. That'll be after the World Cup. Robbo's got Tottenham. Carlton picked him, yeah, he's got to West Brom. That'll be a decent signing for them. And Kareem, I've not really seen him youth player, but he'll probably get a big double. So yeah, we need to strengthen wing, right wing. We need another striker, obviously, in because the Katike will be until Christmas. The Port's linking. Darwizy back to Liverpool on a free transfer. So yeah, we've got a new manager who's going to play a lot more attacking football. That's the big crutch for me. I think he'll do well at Liverpool. New era to start. So yeah, it could be promising for Liverpool this season.
It could be, and I'm going to be interested to see what players he does bring in and see how he tries to think to go back to the club sort of style of football. It's going to be very different. I do feel though, Jess, losing like a Robinson, who I'm delighted we got, by the way, and a Mo Salah, I think they're pretty big shoes to fill, and it's going to be very interesting to see where they go to replace them. They're not just players; they are massive players at the football club. So are you hoping they need to get them positions done correctly for you to compete at the top end, like go for teams?
Kirkeres is a Greek scout, so he'll just come back into play as a backup to Kirkeres. So that position's already filled. If they get Diamandi in for Salah, that'll be an exceptional signing. He's got a lot of potential and he's only 19. So, you know, we've got Jack Wett.
Yeah.
We've got the guy from Italy that got an ACL as well last year.
Leone.
Much of him.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
that's two backs there, to be fair. So, yeah, it's going to be an interesting season for Liverpool, but hopefully we can do well. Big up to Slot. He got us the Premier League in his first season, but last year just wasn't good enough.
I agree. So interesting summer ahead for you guys. Now, Josh, welcome back, man. I hope the traffic back from the airport wasn't too bad. We know officially, breaking news, he has got Onana onto the plane. He has officially left the UK. So, Josh, well done. You've done what you needed to do. Just very quickly, was it a shock to see Onana at your door pleading with you to keep him? And how did you get him on the plane in the end?
I don't know what you're talking about.
See,
I don't know what you're talking about.
This lad is working for should be the new James Bond because he keeps everything so close to his chest.
No, I honestly don't know what you.
That's all right, Josh.
I've not been here. So.
Josh, you're Manchester United. You got players out: Højlund, Casemiro, Sancho, and Malakia, all being released. Are you sad to see any of them players go? And what are you hoping from a Man United summer transfer?
There's only one player I'm really sad to see go, which is Casemiro. On our last game, which was his last game for us, I ended up going to tears because he's been such a legend at our club the last couple of years. He's had his ups and downs. He's had his ups, but has his downs. Especially last season, he was incredible for us. To get a player like that who came when we were in the struggle, came from Real Madrid. It was just a privilege to have him. Højlund and Malacia. Malacia didn't really get game time because he constantly picked up injuries. So I wish him the best at his next club. I hope he finds a good club. Højlund is going to do well on that play. I haven't got a problem with it. But I'm glad to see Sancho go because he's a prop. He was one of the problems at our club that we needed to clear. It's a toxicity. We needed to clear him, and I'm glad. Although we don't get any money for him, at least he's off our books. So
yeah. So what are you hoping for? What's a Michael Carrick window look like for you?
We've already got Edison in close to. It's not been officially confirmed because he's not had his medical yet because he's in the World Cup with Brazil. So when he gets back, he's going to do his medical and then it's going to get officially signed. So we've already got that basically in the door. I think mainly for me, it's just depth wise. Besides that midfields where we're looking for one or two other midfielders in that position. It's just depth because we haven't got good depth, and we're going into the Champions League where we're competing in Champions League Prem and hopefully the 2 cups, and our depth is not good enough. So we need to get a couple of players out the door and then bring players in strong in other areas. So I'm quite. It's going to be a very busy window for us. We're probably going to make a lot of signings. So I'm just hoping we make the right signings for the right money.
I'm saying that Man United is my dark horse for the league for next season.
I won't go that far. I'll see by the end of the window. I'm not saying we're going to win the league, but I'll see by the end of the window. I'll come back to you on that one. But as it stands, no, only Edison is not enough. Although we've not officially signed him, he's not enough. We need to make so many more. And it's the right player in those positions and the right cost and stuff like that. So it depends who we get in. But it should be.
It's going to be interesting, right? Smugness time.
What?
See, here we go. Now look at this. I mean, I swear to God. Did somebody nick Joe Lewis and the Lewis family's
bragging about all the signings he's faking to him?
Yeah, and more. We've got a bit of breaking news as well, guys. And I did put up a short earlier, but the last couple of hours, it was put out there or given to me, the information I did, that a verbal agreement with West Ham has been reached for Fernandes. So verbal agreement for an £85 million deal for Fernandes, and Tonali will be brought in as well. And also Antonio Kinski has signed a new 5-year contract. The offer includes an option to extend it for a further year to 2032. Look, I think Van Heckel in Brighton, great buy. I think the goalkeeper, Andy Robinson, Marco Sensini, absolutely. Them 4, I am buzzing, and more to come. To get rid of Basuma, I think is brilliant.
Send me up. Been released. So it's not like finding him a team. Been released.
So yeah, for me, I think it's great. I just want you guys, because it was told to me that a few Premier clubs have been a bit shocked by Tottenham's sort of spending or getting players in. I want you guys' views on it. Jess, how surprised are you to see Tottenham doing this so early in the window, where normally it'd be you guys, it would be Arsenal, it'd be Man United getting all these players? Has it shocked you a bit that Tottenham are now getting these deals done and done early?
No. Because it needed doing that.
Yeah.
You can't
No,
have you've had for the last 2 seasons in my opinion.
No.
You can't. Defence is sorted. If you get the midfielders in that are projected, but also you need a striker.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Is there any? I know you've lost Andy Robinson, and I'm delighted over it. What does Robinson bring to a Tottenham side that you feel you might lose from your Liverpool side next season?
I don't think we've lost a lot because he wasn't playing a great deal last season for Liverpool anyway. Yeah. But the amount of experience and wealth that he brings to your team is massive.
Yeah.
The younger kids that play for Spurs as well. He's a good player, but he's getting a little bit older. He's Andy Robertson, but he brings that wealth of experience, stability that Spurs do need. So, yeah good sign.
I am absolutely over the budge, but look, more of that to come, guys, as the season goes on. Guys, we're going to end the podcast there. We're going to get everyone to plug their channels where they can find them. Also, this is episode number 6. This will be put up onto our podcast page straight after this show. We do get podcast. Do you know somebody downloaded us the other day from South Africa?
Oh, wow.
Somebody in South Africa is listening to our podcast.
Did you say Mexico the other day as well?
Yeah, Mexico.
Yeah.
Somebody going round the roundabout, because you can really go in depth and apparently their car was round the roundabout at the time. So if it's you that we're listening to, we're sorry we keep making you drive round the roundabout. You can come off now. It's fine. You can take the third turn and you're fine. Jess, I keep asking you, and I am going to keep asking you. If you don't do it, I know Stacey will. So hang on, where is it? Right, Jess, will you please plug your channel?
Nobody knows where to find me.
Exactly, I know where to find us.
Josh, will you do it for
Is it?
me?
No, it's on. It's not even. You brought the link up. There's no point trying to. There's no point trying to plug when it's literally on the screen.
Yeah, but you got to tell people why why people need to press the link. It's a brilliant channel.
It depends how you feel. It depends how you feel. If you want, it depends what you want. If you want chaos, then come here. But if you want actual football knowledge, go somewhere else. Like I've also told us.
You know that's not the case at all, because I actually do know what I'm talking about, to be fair. I won't be
I'm talking about joke and both other people.
I know what I'm talking about. But I don't feel like everybody else does for clicks, likes, and on screen. I'm a pretty chilled content creator. Everybody's welcome to come on my channel. I do know what I'm talking about, but it's not all football.
No.
Well, I have to say,
there's no drama, no asshole, no bitching. It's just real and cognitive.
If you want to go somewhere where you can enjoy yourself, have a laugh, enjoy talk football, enjoy the, and also do it in the way that it should be done. This is the channel, because this is how channels should be run. Not, as Jess said, no bitching, no backstabbing, no talking about other people behind the back. It's pure football talk, and it is proper football talk. All the other teams in there is probably the best channel, and Jess doesn't know this yet, but I have nominated you today for the nomination for YouTube for best watch-alongs for this World Cup, by the way. So I don't know if you're going to get anything for it, but I have. But mine, I got an email this morning. Do you want to nominate somebody? And I nominated your channel for the best World Cup watch-alongs. So I don't know what will come with it, but also I did nominate you two for the best 2 females YouTubes as well. So I've nominated you for 2 categories.
There's not many football female content creators, isn't there? That doesn't just do one club.
No. So I'm really protective of this channel. I really am. It's a great channel. I'm always on there myself. I'm on there. I shoot as much as I can, but I love coming on there, and I'm very protective of that channel. So guys, do hit that link. Do hit it and do get them up to 25k before the end of the transfer window. Let's get them the biggest channel on YouTube. Brenny, I know you do the football takeover. Sorry, I don't know why I keep calling it the takeaway. What's wrong?
You do that every time.
I know.
Well,
I don't know
yeah.
why, but I do. Brenny, talk about football takeover and also your own channel as well, because I know you do run your own channel.
Yeah, I mean, I'll talk football takeover first. I'll be on there tomorrow with Bobby, and it's going to be more about transfers, ingoings and outgoings. I think it's, if I'm not mistaken, I think tomorrow is the one for all the Premier League clubs.
Yes.
And I'm sure Saturday is for the Arsenal one. I won't be on Saturday, but I'll be on tomorrow, 6:45. Please like, share, subscribe to Football Takeover. Great bunch of people on there. Yeah, they're my brothers on there, and also if you can like, share, subscribe to them, and like, share, subscribe to my own channel, Brenny K74. Not far off a year old. So that will be on the 3rd of August. Oh boy!
So you just
I may
out
do
of
something on
diapers
that
then?
day.
So you just out of diapers then, Brenny? Yeah.
Well, that's it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? The channel was younger than my granddaughter, so you know what I mean. But but yeah. So yeah, if you can find me on there, you can also find me on Instagram as well as on X as well.
Yeah, I like Brenny. I've
Thanks
known
for having
Brenny
me
for a
on.
long time. Known him since I ever started YouTube. One of the nicest people on YouTube. Him and Bobby were a massive help to me at the start.
Appreciate that
as well. No, really good bunch of lads over there to take over. Do enjoy it going on there when Arsenal play Tottenham. Is when they've beaten us. They're always very nice to me when they win. I don't know what's going to like when we beat them. I'll probably go on and just be me. Josh, I know you're part of the JSY crew, but do you want to plug James's channel? He started a new channel, hasn't he? So do you want to give that a bit of a plug?
Oh, nice.
I think it's Bites with James, the channel. We're doing food reactions, not some food, but drink reactions. So go over there and subscribe, because he's doing very well over there. So
yeah, that is the Football Takeover link. So do hit that, guys. I will be putting these into the descriptions on the RSS podcast as well, so everyone's link will be going in. Do get over to Bite James. He's a great young lad. Him and Josh, I have to say, the dogs agreeing with me. Big up to them. Big up. Josh, I said it yesterday, for his tactical nous and the young man that he is, his tactical football knowledge, and he's a lovely, likeable young lad as well, and James as well. Both of them have really come out of themselves on Jess's channel, and that's credit to Jess and how she does it. Stacey do their channel. They really do. They do a fantastic work over there. So do get over there, guys, because it is a great channel. Of course, for me, THFC till we die. Please like and subscribe. You're on the K to 3K. Also, we do Spurs Sports news channel as well, which is being broadcast onto, and also I've got a political channel, Dermo and Philip's political channel, and I've got a gaming, Boys gaming as well. So if you can hit a like on them, I'd be grateful. But if you can, do it to everyone else first and then hit me a like at the last, I really would be appreciative. And there is James's link as well. Guys, that is it. That is the end of the fan perspective. What have we learned today? Well, we've learned a few things. First, we learned Jess thinks Liverpool will do even better without a slot machine in the canteen. I like that. We have learned also from Stacey that maybe it's a bit of flip-flopping. Maybe she's a bit, but maybe the dog is the real owner of Leeds United that is barking for more signings. For Brenny, well, Brenny's just sitting there thinking, what am I ordering tomorrow night for the football takeaway? Am I going to have fish and chips? Am I going to have pie and chips? We've also learned from Josh that not a lot, because Josh keeps everything close to his chest. And what have you learned from me? well, I'm just me. Thank you all for watching. Hit a like, hit subscribe, hit that follow button, and whatever you do, come on, you Spurs. In the mighty
Thank you,
deserving
everyone.
we trust. See you later and see you next week.